not college sports.
This rivalry matters. It's what's built the SEC.
Rocky Top meets Roll Tide.
It's a rowdy series. Fans get engaged. Super loud, super competitive. Those are the types of games that we all love the most.
It's going to be exciting to go down into their home and put the pressure on them.
There's nothing more that we like than true competition. It's going to be a dogfight. It amps everybody up, back and forth, back and forth. Just a lot of competitiveness.
Watch this, get that shine like gold. Time to play ball on
And we welcome you to Sherry Parker Lee Stadium here in Knoxville. Game 2 of our series between the Crimson Tide and the Lady Vols. And first pitch, we are underway. Beth Mowens alongside our Olympic gold medalist Jessica Mendoza and Michelle Smith. After the Tide rolled last night in Game 1, a run rule win, 12-0, handing the Lady Vols their worst loss of the season. It's back at it here in Game 2. A loss that knocked Tennessee out of the regular season race, but the Tide very much in the thick of it. Tied for first with Oklahoma coming into the weekend. Final weekend of the regular season next week. Alexis Papillo to lead things off. Over 400 on the year with some power. And a punch out to get things underway for Sage Margetko.
Now batting, number 15, Brooke Wells.
Sage Margetko is having an outstanding year. The junior, just 27 walks, really can move the ball around. An ERA at just 1. Best ERA in the country, this Tennessee staff coming into this series. Margetko, just a lot of good tools, hits every quadrant.
This is Brooke Wells, gets down in that crouch in the batter's box. Good for 20 home runs, 56 runs batted in. She hit one out in the first inning last night.
For 27 batting average. I mean, see that stance? And watch how late she's going to allow that ball to travel. It's pretty cool to watch because she just understands her strength. That last pitch fouled off late, but you're not going to see a whole lot of movement with that lower half. She gets nice and low, and the beauty of it is her hands really stay back for a long time.
1-2 from Margetko, who's having a career year in the circle for Tennessee. 10-1 on the year with a 1.00 ERA. Top 10 in the country in both ERA and WHIP. Wells out in front, pulls that one foul. The transfer from Houston in her first year at Alabama. She's chasing some records for the Tide offensively. Only the All-American and Olympian Kelly Kretschmann has a better single-season slug than Brooke Wells.
That's going back to 1998.
Yeah, over 25 years ago. Beautiful day, sunny skies, temperatures in the mid-70s. Not a whole lot of wind to speak of. Breeze kicks up every so often.
Beautiful day to play some ball. It's that time of year. Later into the spring, summer creeping around the corner.
Tide are in the hunt not only for an SEC regular season championship, but possibly the overall #1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Wells, slow roller right back to the pitcher. 2 down. How about the scout for Sage?
Sage Margetko, just so many tools in her toolbox to be able to move the ball through the zone. She's got that ability to mix speeds, and that's really what sets up everything else. The drop ball down after that changeup, you can just see the movement. She also has the ability to expand the zone with the curve ball as well as a rise ball. A lot of movement both horizontally and vertically. And when she is spinning the ball well, she is tough to hit. In fact, I think one of the best compliments that I've ever heard about Sage Marchenko was Tim Walton said that she is by far one of the best pitchers in the game to move the ball through the zone. It's because she has the ability to vary those speeds at 47 to 68 miles an hour.
Jenny Young gets under it. And in foul territory, Morrison unable to get to it.
Oh, Emma Clark, that's all hers, but she lost it.
There's no sunglasses on Emma right now.
Yeah, she never moved off first base.
No.
She didn't see that that ball was 20 feet in front of her.
So a second chance here for Jenny Young.
And Smitty, to your point, too, you got to remember teams, when they come in playing Tennessee all week long, they're cranking up the machines. They know Carlin Pickens is the ace that they will face, and that's the focus. So that's why Marchenko, part of where her success comes from, those varying speeds. Most hitters are out in front.
Waits on it and rolls it to short. It's a 1-2-3 start. Lady Vols picking up the bats when we come back.
Alabama putting a punch on Tennessee. Carlin Pickens, a 12 spot. Brooke Wells got him on the board. Anna Roman kept it going with the long ball. Jocelyn Brisky spinning it around. That's why the Crimson Tide made a statement in that first game, a 12-0 win. And you guys, this is an Alabama team that has been a different team this season.
What do you think, Smitty?
Well, we came into this thinking it was going to be a pitching matchup because these are two of the best pitching staffs in the entire country. But obviously, Alabama's offense showed out last night. It will be interesting to see what the pitchers do in the circle
Probably
tonight.
one of the most complete teams we've seen Alabama put. And that's saying something. You think 2012 when they won it all, but they put it all together last night, and really impressive when you watch what the Crimson Tide is doing this year.
They come into the weekend tied for first in the SEC with Oklahoma.
Well, and you mentioned it's been complete. You know, this is an Alabama team that's complete. Tennessee was at times. You know, they've been struggling offensively a little bit as of late.
One, two, three start for the Tide. And so we turn to Tennessee here in the bottom of the first. Sophia Knight to lead things off against Vic Moten. Knight to transfer from Boise State, 440 on the season, has only struck out 5 times. Missed about 3 weeks with an undisclosed injury and has since now returned just this past week. And starts out with a ground ball to short, 1 down.
Off the bat, number 25, Ella Dodge.
Vic Moten, freshman, has really come into Tuscaloosa and just made her presence known, coming in at just 5'5", showing that she's small in stature, massive in heart. Look at that, 38 walks on the year, 140 strikeouts, throws with a lot of energy, has that leg stomp after she gets a big strikeout. Just a fun baller in the circle.
The leg stomp, that has become a thing. Nyjah Kennedy starting that thing a couple years ago. And just pitcher showing a lot more passion. Vic Moten has that. Not afraid to come at hitters. She's got such a hard drop ball too. We talk a lot about spin rates, and what's so interesting about Moten's spin on her drop is it's actually lower in the RPMs, meaning she's actually letting gravity take control of that thing. That's why that sharp movement happens.
And we'd like to welcome those of you that just watched Oklahoma go final, a 6-5 win over Georgia. So Alabama, who is a day behind, would need to win today and then win again tomorrow to stay tied for first heading into the final week. And Moten starts out with the strikeout.
For Moten, we talked about that ability to just throw with a lot of energy and passion in the circle. It's painting the corners with the fastball as well as a lot of good downward movement. There's the stomp we talk about, but you can't just look down because she also has an outstanding rise ball as well as a screwball that she'll expand the zone, especially against lefties. So just so good, so disciplined for just being a freshman. Great compliment to Jocelyn Brisky, who's a senior this year for the Tide, was outstanding last night.
Yeah, Brisky got the win, 19-1 on the season. Big thing for Moten, the freshman out of Daphne, Alabama. Her freshman numbers comparable to Montana Fouts as a freshman.
There's that separation we talked about, ability to go down in the zone, but also the rise ball at the top of the zone. She's best when she works ahead. She hammers the zone. She is right at you, in your face. And that's really what you need. As a pitcher, you want to be able to work from ahead because her numbers when she is working from ahead is just so much tougher to hit.
She's trying for the 1-2-3 inning of her own with Alana Leach.
One of the things that Tennessee was working on, Smitty and I were down in the cages, and they were doing all kinds of tricks to get these bats going, but the approach to Moten, do not swing at the drop ball. Get something that is up in the zone. Her hittable pitch is more of her rise. Swings at the drop ball there. It's amazing how you can practice something before a game, but once you get into it, this is why Vic Moten's drop ball is so good. Watch the depth on this thing, out of the hand. Even looks like a ball, still the chase for strike number 2 of the inning.
Maybe the biggest surprise in all of college softball this season, and a very pleasant one in Tuscaloosa. Tide were picked 9th in the preseason poll. They're tied for first. Started out the year winning 25 in a row. One of the best resumes in the game. They are looking today to win their 7th straight SEC series. They're up to number 2 in the country, and that woman right there, Jocelyn Brisky, is on the very short list for SEC Pitcher of the Year honors. And then you look at what they're doing overall. I mean, on pace to set a new school record for fewest losses and the best win percentage in history. Marley Giles, deep fly ball to left, and that'll stay in the yard, 1 down. But for Patrick Murphy, 28 years with a national championship, 15 trips to the World Series, this is one of the best offenses they've ever had.
It's been exciting to watch, too.
It's just chasing all those records. And just a complete team. You know, they're more athletic. He's mentioned this is probably the most athletic he's
and versatile.
Had. Yeah, and versatile. Everybody in the dugout has the ability to have a role, do something, so they're all engaged.
Yep.
Well, even Karen Weekly talked about, look, you come play in Alabama, you're expecting short game, you're expecting base running. You know, the power hasn't always been the biggest case for the Tide, but that's why this year 81 home runs compared to 60 last year, and of course just 3/4 of the way through the season, they're going to put a lot more up. So you have to kind of defend for all of it. In fact, the top of this lineup is where a lot of their home runs are. It isn't that classic slapper.
A lot of the credit goes to Adam Arbor, who works with the hitters. Kept it simple in the fall, just said, hey, hit it as hard as you can. And Smitty, we talk about this a lot. They stopped thinking too much in the batter's box.
That's right.
Just worked on instinct, worked on repetition. Roman skies that one to the left side. 2 down. Big improvement over last year to this year.
Well, they got some really impactful transfers, and I think that in combination of how much they've grown and gotten stronger, and you compare those numbers. I talked about the home runs. This is the all caps highlight that, because that has been massive. Through 48 games, they already have 21 more home runs. But Brooke Wells coming in this year, Jenna Young coming in, both those transfers. And I even put Alexis Papillo in that category. She transferred 2 years ago, but really this year, finally getting comfortable as a transfer, putting up those numbers.
Here's Audrey Vandegrift. Beth Mowens, Jessica Mendoza, Michelle Smith. Playing hurt today. My side hustle is voice work on scary movies, so I apologize. Oh, 2 just missed. Out in front of the change. 6 straight retired to open up for Marjetko.
Second strikeout of the game for Marjetko, showing that she can really work all corners as well as mixing speed. Look at the depth and the movement on that off-speed pitch. Marjetko, she's the Jet, and she's on fire.
This year, our word is dominate. We just want to leave no room for question. Every game, we're competing basically for blood.
You're trying to be the absolute best you can be and dominate.
Dominate, huge theme coming into the season, but Karen Weekly, this is on the back of their lineup sheet. She said we have to get back to the goals that we had coming into the year. A lot of times you start struggling and everyone's like, what do we need to change? What do we need to do? No, we're not changing anything. Get back to the core of who we are. Communicate, play with your eyes. Everything's gonna be in front of you. Breathe, get it, working on your breath work, working on understanding how to handle the bigger moments. All of these things, a huge emphasis. We were around them before the game, but there's a lot of times panic starts to set in when this is a team fully capable of still dominating their opponents.
Yeah, they started out 26-0. Pop up in foul territory, 1 down. Best start in school history. They beat Oregon, Nebraska, UCLA, Florida State. But things have cooled considerably at the plate in SEC play as the batting average has dropped
243.
Yeah, almost 100 points. And the run production cut in half.
Yeah, mid-March they were hitting 340 as a team. Now that team batting average under 300. And as you mentioned in SEC play, when you know you're facing a lot better arms in the circle, it's even lower. And that's what we're talking about, a 243 batting average in SEC play, resulting in only 3.8 runs a game.
When they were putting it on teams, I mean, that non-conference, the 7.5 runs per game, I mean, that is a whole lot of offense, and that was Tennessee earlier this year.
See if they can show something different today after the shutout yesterday. Their worst loss of the season.
Well, Brisky didn't give them a chance yesterday. Gave up just 2 hits, 1 walk, so 3 over the limit. You're not going to score runs when you only have 3 people on base.
Opposite way.
Wow.
And it's Kristen White on the run.
That's a great job by Kristen White to see the communication coming in from Anna Roman. I mean, the sun, when you're at the angle from center field running out into right, it's not going to be as significant. But watch Anna Roman. She's trying to use her glove, and she can't find it. Kristen White, you got to remember, she's running full speed, and out of the corner of her eye, she's able to make that catch.
And Jess, that's a senior in center, a freshman in right field. The communication between those two, I love the way that Kristen White could see that her teammate was in trouble and helped her out.
While running full speed.
Yeah.
With her sunglasses on her
I was
head,
gonna
by
say,
the way, not on her eyes.
Didn't even need the shades. She's like, this is how the big girls do it, over here.
Well, it's interesting seeing a lot less visors, it seems, and a lot less hats this year during day games, which is
I like the visor look. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think the visor look is still pretty cool.
You crushed the visor look,
You did
Smitty.
crush it.
I mean, that's like...
You had the hair for it, the lioness.
For sure.
It absolutely helps, though, when it is a sunny day, that's for sure.
Yeah, as an outfielder, it is mandatory to have something blocking the sun.
There's Gabby Leach. We have talked, we will continue to talk about offense, all the home runs being hit around the country this year. I don't know if we've had a game in quite some time with back-to-back 1-2-3 innings, followed by 1-2-3 innings.
Hey, I said it was going to be a pitcher's duel, so there we go.
Batters are hitless. Repeat, hitless through 2.
No hits, no errors, and no runners left on base.
You're watching the SEC on ESPN.
She's
getting to the page. How do you hit the changeup? She hasn't gotten there yet, but she's going to relay that info to these batters for Alabama. We are hitless and scoreless here in the top of the third inning.
Key here is Alabama is a day behind, so if they win today and tomorrow night, they would stay tied with Oklahoma for first place with 3 games left next weekend in the regular season. Bama has South Carolina. Oklahoma will be at A&M. Remember, the top 4 get a bye, and then 5 through 9, a double bye. 5 through 9 get the single bye. You also need a 500 record to get into the NCAA tournament, and there are several teams that are on the cusp that may need a win at that SEC tournament. Taylor drives one out to left center, and at the base of the wall, Taylor Holly has it, 1 down. 7, 8, 9 coming up for the Tide.
Now batting number 47, Shaylin Hawkins.
Here's the shortstop, Shaylin Hawkins. 1 for 3, drove in a run yesterday. Several drove in runs with walks. They had, what, 9 free passes, and Tennessee committed a couple of errors yesterday.
Yeah. Alabama just so good at capitalizing on everything that Tennessee was giving to them, the walks, the hit batters, the errors, and then they got the big hits. Kind of set them back, especially when you can knock Pickens, the ace, out of the game. Look at that, 7 of the 9 recorded a hit.
Good charge. Maddie Rutan, 2 down.
A lot of resiliency so far for this Tennessee team coming in. Good defense, as we mentioned, a couple of defensive miscues yesterday, but making some plays here today behind Sage Marjecko. Marjecko's been strong in the circle, working from ahead. It's so much easier to play good defense behind a pitcher who is throwing strikes. You're not in and out of that defensive position, up and down, and look at that, just 30 pitches so far here through the top of the third.
She trusts her pitches to the zone. We've talked a ton about it, throwing a lot more strikes. Not afraid to give up contact, even though she's got a couple Ks.
Here's Kristen White, the number 9 hitter, as Marjecko tries to go perfect the first time through the order.
She's needed just 15 pitches to record the last 5 outs. It's pretty efficient.
3 ground outs, 3 fly outs, a couple of Ks. White gets the start in center for the 2nd game in a row. 2 for 3 with a 2-run single last night.
Kristen White kind of plays that traditional leadoff batter in this 9-hole to get the power players that are on deck behind her. That's the difference. You're seeing a lot of lineups, and you'll see it in Major League Baseball. You'll see it in college softball now. You try to get your best hitters actually in those 1-2 spots versus 3 and 4. Get them more opportunities, but puts a lot more pressure on this 9-hole.
Full count.
It's a nice low rise after sitting on that outer half with the drop ball. Comes inside, getting underneath the hands.
White pops it up. 9 in a row retired by Marjecko.
At the top of the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base.
Bit Moulton, how about that strikeout rate? 33.6%. So she has been outstanding. 143 strikeouts now on the year. Look at the comparison. And when you're compared against Montana Fout, you are having a pretty good freshman year. That record at 16-3 and ERA at 1.69, and I just love the fact that to her walk to strikeout ratio, I mean, she is hammering the zone, just not giving up the free passes. You have to earn your way on base, and makes it tough to score off her.
7-8-9 coming up for Tennessee.
She gets a lot of chase outside of the zone. Also, we talked about Tennessee's plan. Hey, don't swing at the drop down. And then we saw 2 strikeouts at pitches down underneath the kneecaps. Shoot, underneath the shins. And that's what she'll do to you. Kind of nibble. You saw that last strike right at the knees. And then she'll try to kind of continue to go down.
Struck out 3 of the first 6 that she has faced today.
And just to your point on the drop ball, that's a pitch she's basically learned since she's got to Alabama. That's a new pitch for her. That's outstanding.
First base hit of the day. Talon Holly is aboard.
Talon Holly, just one of the 2 hits for Tennessee yesterday. Just a beautiful job. Just meet the ball where it's at. Nice line drive swing to get the first base runner we've seen in this game for either side.
Lead off aboard here for Tennessee. Here's Maddie Rutan. First strike, 1-1. Tatum Stolting, Scott Mayer, Alex Leap, the umpires today.
Giving up that hit on a low rise ball is going back to that drop ball. And she gets such great break on that, 6+ inches. See the way Vic is using that rise ball. Typically going to be a little more up in the zone than that drop ball, but all of them with really good velocity. She'll fire that drop ball in at over 70 miles an hour at time. The screwball, she'll throw that a lot to lefties to expand the zone. Not as much to righties.
Full count.
You can see her frustration. She needs that call, Denise, to get the chase. And that last one kind of right there, bottom of the zone.
Pops it up. 1 down.
Here's our next ESPN2 NWSL match. Angel City hosts the Portland Thorns at BMO Stadium in LA. Coverage begins later at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. It's also available on ESPN Deportes and the ESPN app. Not just pro soccer, pro basketball, pro softball. Portland.
Big summer coming up.
The city of the female athlete.
This is Bella Faw, the 9-hitter.
City of Roses, right?
Yes. Thorn and the Fire, the WNBA team that's there, sharing one of the biggest training facilities ever made for female athletes. That's what, talking to Tennessee and Alabama too, just the continued resources these SEC teams have. A weight room, being able to utilize nutritionists, sports psychologists.
Well, it's you know, the games, and when I say games, sports have basically progressed to the point it's not just about working hard between the lines. You got to work hard off the field, right? It's the weight room, it's what you're putting in your body, it's all those things that help make you an elite athlete.
What you're doing when nobody else is watching.
Yes. That may have been reserved for Olympic athletes 20 to 30 years ago. Now it's the collegiate athlete,
Yes.
right?
They look like Olympians. So in shape, so strong.
Another pop-up. 2 down.
Well, that was kind of the theme of last night's game, that Tennessee did not get the ball out of the infield very often, if at all.
Usually they'll lay down a bunt, so they got their leadoff batter on. You have 8, 9 batters following. Tennessee in the past has not been afraid to move runners, put it on the ground. You can see the frustration there. 2 easy infield pop flies.
Non-productive outs.
Yep.
Well, and that's as, you know, your coach should not have to give you the bunt in order to know that your job is to move your teammate up 60 feet. You should be thinking top of ball. I mean, I thought that all the time, Jess. I would be like, all right, what's my job? If there's a runner at third, I'm thinking bottom ball, get it out onto the green, get the tag up. If my job is to move a runner, I'm thinking top of ball, I want to hit a ground ball. And, you know, those are the little things that make a difference.
Back to the top of the order, Sophia Knight. Ground out her first time up.
Order definitely gets better with Sophia Knight back in it.
Runner goes, the throw down, offline. And in scoring position now for Tennessee.
Wow, and take a look at this. Marley Giles, this is a tough pitch to throw down on, but look at Moulton. She is going to go down. She almost hits her teammate with that throw down coming over top of her. And the throw offline.
Moulton's okay.
I know, it's like twofold. Like, you almost get hit, but also that fall did not look. I mean, get hurt trying to get out of the way.
From 3-0 to 3-2.
Last pitch a little bit low in the zone.
Back to Moulton. And that'll take care of business. Scoreless in Knoxville through 3.
You're watching the SEC on ESPN. We're joined now by the Tennessee Lady Vols head coach, Karen Weekly. And Coach, we talked before the game about adjustments being made against this pitching staff for Alabama. What adjustments they need to make now in game?
Well, right now, you know, we need to get the bat off our shoulder early in counts. I think we probably had 3, maybe 4, where felt like we could have got a good swing off. And I think the more you swing, the better you're going to get your timing. We know we're not going to see anything off speed. It's just a matter of getting swings off when she's in the zone, and then making sure with 2 strikes that we're not leaving the zone. I think we've chased some things that, you know, weren't really even close. And you got to stay present every single pitch and trust your eyes.
And Coach Sage Marjeko has been efficient so far. What makes her so special in the circle?
Well, the stuff is electric. She can go every which way possible, change speeds. But what's really changed her game this year is the way she's competing freely. She's always been a great competitor, sometimes maybe too hard on herself. And I think that injury gave her time to take a different perspective on softball, realize how much she missed it, how much she loved it. And when she goes out there now, she's focusing on the things she loves.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, it's interesting because she did have that surgery in the off season, sat out a little bit, and was able to just gain some new perspective on the sport. And as Coach Weekly talked about, just playing free.
And the ability to just go out and throw it is one thing that she talked about quite a bit.
And you know, that's a big part of mentally being strong in the circle, is you can get in your head too much. It does surprise anybody? I was surprised you didn't jump all over that, right? As pitchers.
10 in a row retired by Marchetko to start the game today.
And so because she's, you know, playing free, what coaches mean by that is that you're not worried about the statistics. You're just going up there and you're letting the pitch rip, you're throwing it, and letting the ball do the movement. And look at the difference. Look at the ERA at 1 this year. She's got the strikeouts up, the free passes down.
And just the strikes, right? I mean, she was around the zone, I felt like, a lot more last year, trying to make her stuff, get that bite, the chase, and now she's like, look, I'm going to put it on a platter. I dare you to try to hit it. So much more conviction.
And when, you know, Coach talks about her stuff being electric, it's her spin speed, it's her ability to have just incredible break. You know, the rise ball's jumping up over 10 inches, the drop ball dropping down. And that's a great example. So she goes rise, then comes back with that drop, and just the separation, the vertical separation of those 2 pitches. It's tough to cover that strike zone as a hitter, Jess.
This is a big out to get right here, Brooke Wells.
This is the hitter you circle, especially in a tight game like this. She's for sure been the key to their offense. So much right in this offense. Look at the numbers, 20 home runs, 424 batting average.
Draws the walk.
That's why she didn't, the only strike she gave her was a changeup first pitch, and did not want anything to do with Brooke Wells.
I'm actually surprised they didn't go back to that pitch a little bit more, especially on the 3-1 count.
First base runner here for Alabama, and it will be a pinch runner coming on. Wells can re-enter. Kinley Pate.
Now up to bat, number 4, Jenna Young.
And here's Jenna Young in the 3 spot. Hitter. 2 freebies.
Now batting, number 34, Marley Giles.
What was the free passes last night that really hurt Tennessee? And this pitch just well off the mark. Coming across her body, holding on to that pitch too long.
Big chance here for Marley Giles.
Giles just missed actually hitting one out. Deep fly ball at the wall. Her first at bat in the left field.
Change up missed. Not according to the home crowd.
And not according to the analytics. Like it was right through the zone.
Marley Giles, another hitter with major adjustments coming into this year. Really more of a mental adjustment of just not being so hard on herself, making a decision. She wanted her senior year to be her best year. That is a beautiful changeup. She hides it well.
Yeah, hides it well and drops off the velocity. I mean,
Doesn't chase. 2-2. Got her.
wow, that's
2 down.
a lot of because that changeup, couple of changeups in that at bat, and it gets you to chase a pitch that's out of the zone. You see it up at the eyes. It's a non-competitive pitch, but Giles, who typically won't chase that far out of the zone, just cannot catch up to that rise ball. Huge strikeout for Margetko.
Anna Roman, one of the home run hitters from last night.
3-run shot.
Just a freshman. Power from the right from Brooke Wells last night, and then from the left side, and Anna Roman. This pitch was up in the zone. This was later into the night. Really put an exclamation point on the dozen runs that were scored.
Struck her out on 3 pitches.
Sage Margetko picking up her 3rd and 4th strikeouts of the game with a runner in scoring position. Look at that drop ball just falling off the table. Sage Margetko, 4 strikeouts so far.
We're watching the SEC on ESPN. We're joined now by the Alabama head coach, Patrick Murphy. And Coach, we talked about before the game, Vic Moten, even with Tennessee batters, not wanting to chase her drop, but she continues to get that pitch especially chased out of the zone. What does she do so well?
Man, you got to start with Lance McMahon, our pitching coach, who taught her that pitch when she got to Alabama. And I think I told you guys this on the media call this week, but when he teaches a new pitch, they start from about 20 to 25 feet, and if they don't have the spin correct from 20 to 25 feet, they can't go back to 30, 35, or 43, which is where she is right now. So there's a lot of angst among the pitchers, including Montana Fouts when she was here, because she wanted to go back and throw it, 68 miles an hour. But if the spin isn't correct from 20 to 25, you don't get to move back, and she's doing really well with it right now.
And, Coach, one of the best offensive teams you've had in quite a while. Why is that? What are you doing differently this year to put up big numbers?
I don't know. I think it's a big buy-in, and Adam Arbor, our hitting guy, has done a great job with him from the very beginning. One of the goals we set the last 2 years is we wanted to have 100 at-bats before the season started against a live pitcher, either in fall ball or scrimmages. And I think this year the highest batter on our team got 92 at-bats of a live pitcher in a game situation, not just against me, but a really good pitcher, and I think that's helped us.
Well, the buy-in is huge. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thanks.
Nobody's been better in the SEC than Patrick Murphy.
Yeah, I mean,
505.
He delegates it to his assistant coaches, but 505 wins. Karen Weekly right behind him, 390 wins. Tim Walton, 365. Some of the greats here in the SEC. And how about Lou Harris-Champer bringing it back with 306. Of course, LSU has had some greats as well. Yvette Girard.
That's right. Some legendary coaches in this league. Been around for a while, but Patrick Murphy
hitting that 500 mark.
Over 500, over 100 more than any other coach in this league. But what's the first thing? What a quality person! What's the first thing he does? He gives credit to his coaching staff.
28th season. Last weekend they celebrated the 30th anniversary of Alabama softball.
Yeah, and he's done a good job of bringing back former players as well. Caleb Bro.
Play.
I think it was so cool last weekend watching their 30th anniversary, bringing back all of their alums. And it was so magical. And there's alumni weekends. First of all, 30 years of alums is a point to be made. But Patrick Murphy, I remember him telling us going door to door, as you see Caleb Bro there, going door to door asking locals to buy season tickets, having his players going around Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, wherever. Hey, I'm on the softball team. Come watch us play. I mean, this was back 20 years ago. Yep. And so then seeing all those alums out in left field and the players acknowledging them when they got big hits.
Well, and then once someone did buy those season tickets, they would deliver them to them personally, the players would.
Yeah, it was cool to see the appearance of them in left, and even after the game, them going out and high-fiving all those alumni, because they feel like they're on the field too.
Full count to Dodge. Back up the middle. Second hit for the Lady Vols.
Dodge, good to see from her. She'd been struggling a little bit, and part of it was she's such an aggressive player. It's what you love about her. High energy. She's going to get her hacks in. But really came in today just being like, look, I want to be aggressive, but I got to be able to see the pitches that I want to hit and understand the pitches that I can drive. That was a really good example of the adjustment she was trying to make today.
Leach struck out in the first.
And last inning, they got the leadoff hitter on and did not move her until she stole second.
Runner to second here.
Yeah, it's on a wild pitch, and it's one thing that Tennessee's going to need to look. It's almost ball angle. You got to see the pitch out of the hand, and when you see that it's going to be in the dirt as a runner, you've got to go on that and be aggressive. You just know that even if you pick that as a catcher, that is a tough pitch to throw down to try and
we talked
get
about
the runner.
How hard Moten's drop ball is to hit. I mean, I feel for Marley Giles, and she has picked quite a few, but that thing is nasty, you guys. And when it hits the dirt, you don't know where it's going.
And I love Giles going out there and talking to the freshman. I'm sure she's saying, look, don't worry about that. Continue to hammer that pitch. I've got you. it, because as a pitcher, sometimes you can be like, oh, I don't want to throw it in the dirt, and then you throw it fat. So great job by Giles to go out there and settle her freshman pitcher down.
To Leach. Struck her out.
Look at Moten's reacts. I mean, Smitty, you talked about this earlier, but you can tell after the pass ball gets by, the wild pitch gets the runner to second base, and watch her reactions on this strikeout and that dirty drop ball down the zone. But it's the stomp, it's the yell. I mean, you're in an away stadium, so you don't hear the nose, but she brings that energy.
Yeah, and the confidence to go right back to the lower half of the zone, and that was a pitch that went from low to lower. She's not hanging that thing.
Here's Elsa Morrison. Grabbed by Hawkins. They got her in a rundown. And they get Dodge, 2 down.
Well, and this is just a base running mistake. Dodge, I think, believes this ball's going to get through the 5-6 hole, but how about Hawkins to keep this on the dirt? And you can see Dodge, she's looking at Hawkins and she's like, oh my gosh, it didn't get through, and she is just caught off. So the throw from basically her back, making sure that Young does a good job, the second baseman getting behind the Dodge to be able to get the rundown in place. Good execution on the rundown by the defense for Alabama.
How about the dive there at the end from Taylor? I mean, just went all in at one point. You get in those pickles, and it's like, okay, I'm coming at you.
Emma Clark.
It's been rare to see runners in scoring position for either team. So such a massive play, Smitty, because it is hard to get base runners, let alone runs in this game.
Yeah, that's one that you've got as a base runner. You've got to see it through to the green before you advance, because there's no way that they would have got Morrison at first.
Yeah, only 3 runners combined so far in scoring position today. One, 2. Reached for it. And Alabama gets out of it.
Aubrey Taylor with a great job coming in, and we talked about how it is a premium to get first base because the defense, not just the pitching folks. Taylor off her front foot the last out of the inning.
Don't wanna miss this.
There's nothing more that we like than true competition.
It's going to be a dogfight.
It amps everybody up.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Just a lot of competitiveness.
Watch this. Got that shine like gold.
Time to play ball on running up.
After a 12 spot last night, Alabama put on. Didn't expect the pitcher's duel that we'd get in this one, but Moten and Marjeko, 4 innings for the both of us, 2 hits coming off the bats of Tennessee. It is definitely that. I'll tell you what, we've talked so much about the offensive numbers across the country. Smitty, you are just gleeful right now. We have a legit pitcher's duel showing off their stuff, both sides.
I am gleeful.
Our ESPN coverage of the Stanley Cup playoff first round continues tonight with a pair of Game 4s. Lightning Canadiens at 7 Eastern, followed by the Oilers and Ducks. The Montreal and Anaheim both up. It's 2-1. The road to the Cup on ABC rolls on.
One down, here's Taylor. Pops it up. 2 down.
Good job by Ella Dodge to get underneath that, fight the sun.
Now it's the bat, number 47, Shaylin
A lot of
Hawkins.
flyouts in this game.
A lot of infield pops.
Yeah, that's that off speed. Is what I like about Marjeko too is she's not going for the swing and miss. I know she has the 4 Ks, but her goal is contact.
Both pitchers have just been efficient, really working from ahead, and they both have great splits when they're ahead versus behind. The batting averages really drop off when you get hitters having to chase the pitches that you're throwing. In that pitcher's count, when you're behind and you have to put the ball through the zone, it's obviously a very different story. Marjeko looking for her 4th 1-2-3 inning. And sometimes we don't say that in a series, more or less a game. Pitch a little bit low, if they were wondering where that missed.
Struck her out, number 5.
Sage Marjeko just doing a great job in the circle. How about 4 1-2-3 innings, 5 strikeouts, ball just falling off the table. Sage Marjeko energy as well.
been a year for the record books. They have been broken or coming on. Some record-breaking Isa Torres coming up on Sarah Graziano with 583 batting average. Are you kidding me? Megan Grant, the OPS record, the Jen Yee set over a decade ago. And how about Kendall Wells? This has been the record since 1995. She is one away. They ended their series with Georgia today, so it'll move ahead to the series with A&M next weekend to see if she can tie the all-time home run for the single season in Laura Espinoza.
Wow.
And of course, it kind of brings you back to all of the major chases when Kendall Wells, Megan Grant, Jordan Woolery, all of it now over 30 home runs.
I don't know that we've ever had a year with 3 players over 30 home runs. I mean, it's fitting that we're talking about all the offense in this pitcher's duel game here in this series.
Next week, Oklahoma at A&M, all 3 games you will see on ESPN. So tune in, because that is, I mean, coming into this year, that record, 37 home runs, Smitty, felt like something that would never get touched, and now we've got 3 in the chase.
And it's just the depth of how many offensive records all in the same year. The batting average, the slugging percentage, the power numbers.
Deep drive. And gone. Gabby Leach sends it out.
Gabby Leach, 10th home run on the season. I'll tell you what, this has been a game where the bats have been so quiet, and that's why this one so much louder, not just to ignite everyone here in Knoxville, but her ability to go on a pitch that was left a little bit more up in the zone. We've seen so much down below the kneecaps. Because of that, the mindset has been to lift, get underneath Gabby Leach. Here in the 6th spot, able to execute that perfectly.
Yeah, and I think that's a screwball in the outer half that just does not get out of the zone enough or up enough. And Leach from that left side just able to go get it. Money getting that ball out of the yard.
1-0 Tennessee.
That's her 10th home run of the year for Gabby Leach.
First run in 10 innings against Alabama.
The train going by in left field. Always a classic here in Knoxville.
On cue.
On cue.
It's the kind of train you don't want to get stuck at. It's not the Amtrak zooming through it is slow hustle. It's because they're watching the game. They're like, wait, Bama's playing Tennessee right now? Slow the train. Let's watch this thing. Pull up on your phone, ESPN app. We got you. And part of the thing that Karen Weekly told us in that interview we had with her back in the 4th inning was, hey, this team's got to start swinging earlier. Up until that point, only 6 of their 10 hitters had swung at a first pitch strike, and it has changed. Now 3 straight leadoffs getting on base.
And capitalizing on the miss. So they get the home run by Leach, and then how about the freshman? Hollies takes the walk. This is the first walk of the game given up by Vic Moulton.
Also just shows you how hard it is, even just to get 2 times through the order now. I mean, Moten just dealing first time through the order, now 2nd time through the adjustments being made, even though we're at the bottom of the order.
Bullpen active for Bama.
Just feels like they're just waiting for them to get warm.
Looked like maybe Bama's waiting for someone to get warm in the pen, but I think it was actually Tennessee that had an offensive timeout to talk a little bit.
I'm still surprised too with the bottom of the order that, you know, there isn't even a consideration of a sacrifice. You know, they've got the 1 run on the board, but basically leadoff hitter now on first base, nobody out. There it is. And I say that because they had that situation back in the 3rd inning, and they flew out to the infield, both Maddie and Bella, who's on deck. So they were given the opportunity to swing away with runner at first.
And to your point, Jess, it's a completely different situation when there's a runner in scoring position as a pitcher versus a runner at first base. And when they just are stuck at first base, it's a different mindset for you as a pitcher. When they are at second base, and you know, just anything dropping a defensive mistake and score a run, it's a different mindset.
Plus, it always just takes away that double play opportunity with Alabama's defense. They do a great job of turning those double plays, so just trying to get the runner over to second base. And I'm not an advocate for every time a runner gets on first less than 1 out, you just bunt him over. You just see the situation, who you're facing.
Well, Vic is going to get a pitch that's really right over the white part of the plate. I think it's a little low, but that is a nice pitch. That is something you've got to be able to protect on. You could see that's right at the knee. Rutan needs to do something with that, put it in play. Non-productive out again, though. Keeps Holly over at first base.
Tell you what, too, there's nothing more fun than bunting drop balls. Yes, that is actually the one time where you're like, okay, I don't like facing a drop ball pitcher. I don't think anyone does, but if you're gonna do anything against them, short game is your bread and butter.
There's Bella Fall. No, check that pinch hitter.
Meredith Bernhardt.
One and two.
Great job by Giles to go get that.
And she is getting her work cut out for her. I mean, we have seen her, and she knows going to do it. Okay, I got Moten today, like, let's go. But you want to get literally a lesson on how to block, how to correctly get a ball in the dirt. That's what Giles has been doing.
I think Coach Murphy's going to come up and ask about that. So throw, just short hops Hopkins, and you could see she comes up firing. Good job to pick that ball again. But
Alabama is challenging that the runner at first left early. That play is under further review.
From the naked eye, it definitely looked like she did not leave early. Usually you can kind of just see it. Of course, it's become a lot more automatic.
No, she's good. If anything,
She's like a
almost
beat late.
a little late.
Yeah. Yeah,
She's still on and the
bag.
ball's out of the hand.
You almost have to be now, though, because
Yes.
you know that that call's coming.
The call in the field is confirmed. The runner left on time.
That is a massive walk. Come off the bench. Barnhart does that in the 9-hole to get this Tennessee order back up to the top. Sophia Knight. Still one out, too, because Sophia Knight, who's all short game. A lot of options to be able to move some runners, get Ella Dodge, and hopefully for Tennessee, Alana Leach up in this inning.
Re-entering the run at first base, number 12, Bella Fall. At the plate, batting number
Bella
2,
Faw
Sophia
re-entering
Knight.
at first base.
This is where Tennessee needs to work on their situational game. They are 0 for 7 with runners on, 0 for 3 runners in scoring position.
Well, and this is kind of who you want up to bat to do that. I mean, you see her right there just scanning the defense, looking right, looking left. Where's everyone playing? You got the left side of the infield pulled way in, right side back. This is where it's an advantage if you're not just because, but if you get an out, your game is to literally move runners.
Moulton still continuing to throw with great velocity. Really good movement on that drop ball down about 7.5 inches. Look at the way it just falls off. And I think she throws it best when she actually gets underneath the hands, coming across her body inside to lefties.
And again, the reacts. I mean, she is so fired up. And it gets quieted, right? Because she's not at Rhodes. I mean, you're here in Knoxville. It is quiet when she gets that strikeout, but you can hear her yelling, her excitement. She knows the moment. But not out of the clear yet. Ella Dodge, who had a single, a line drive shot up the middle. Probably the most clutch hitter for Tennessee since postseason last year.
Oh, just missed that.
And that was the pitch. Yeah, she doesn't give you many of those.
No.
I mean, that was thigh high.
That's the tough part of this game, is that when the pitch does show up, you have to barrel it.
Yeah.
You can't foul it back.
Big strikeout for Moten, but let's not forget, it got cracked open by Gabby Leach. First batter of the inning sends this one out. Tennessee up 1-0. It's ahead into the 6th.
To revisit how we got here, Gabby Leach with a bomb pitch on the outer half, just sends that out of the yard. Her 10th home run of the year to put the balls on the board, and it's been all Sage Margecko in the circle. The junior's been outstanding, being able to paint the corners, a couple of free passes, but otherwise has set down an extremely strong Alabama offense. The energy, Sage Margecko, 5 strikeouts on the afternoon.
And how about the difference, Smitty? I mean, Saturday, I mean, you couldn't get him out. I mean, absolutely on fire. It shows the difference between Margecko coming into this one, 0 for 15. So the no runs compared to the 12, 6 walks. I mean, the free passes were definitely the story last night. And that was Tennessee. When we talked to them before the game, hey, it is a new day. Turn the page, and they have.
For the 5 innings, she's retired the side in order. She's been efficient.
And it's hard not to note that Carlin Pickens has been struggling. I mean, a big part of that loss was definitely her struggles and the free passes, the non-movement through the zone that we're used to seeing. And how great is it for Tennessee to have Margecko to be able to step in? So you see Carlin Pickens warming in the pen.
Well, this is a Tennessee staff between Carlin Pickens, Sage Margecko, and Erin Newer, very good freshman pitcher. I mean, #1 ERA in the country. You know, Margecko, Newer would be aces probably on any other staff. So I would say this is a team with ace 1A, 1B, and 1C.
Just continues to miss barrels.
Now batting number 31, Alexis Papillo.
Take a look at their ERAs. Pickens, ironically, is the highest of all of them. At a 1.15.
At a 1.51, though.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, yeah. But it just shows you, I mean, how well they've done as a staff. But this is the part of the lineup right here. So we're 3rd time through the order. Alex Papillo, the leadoff batter. Not your classic leadoff, even though she's on the left side. A lot of power, and Brooke Wells on deck.
It'll be interesting to see if she does use that pitch a little bit more. That changeup, she throws that super effectively at 47, 48 miles an hour. She's throwing that rise ball, low rise ball, effectively. So you don't know where to look. She's got a lot of down, a lot of up, off speed.
Right now you see the deep breath that Margecko just took. She knows you cannot make a mistake. Right here to Papillo. The big home run from Leach. Last half inning. That was a great take, and now it gets up the biggest hitter in this lineup, Brooke Wells. She set the tone. I know we saw the 12-0 being the finish, but Brooke Wells is who got them on the board. And what she does is such a great job. Let the ball travel deep. In fact, her opposite field power is what's kind of set the tone for the whole Alabama offense. They've learned so much from her. You'll see her let that ball get so deep, and her hands will still be in that set position. Barrel behind her hands. One of those things you talk about.
On against Pickens as well as here. It's a no stride. She basically just lifts that front foot and then gets to contact quick.
And if you watch Brooke Wells, and you talk about just her barrel behind her hands, but look at how deep the ball will travel. You see where the softball is, we kind of cheat there to make sure you could see it, but look at the barrel behind that. Look how late that is. That ball is on you. Most hitters, you will see that barrel trigger already, going to the ball, but she trusts her strength so much. You guys, that is something you do not see in softball. Power hitters want to hit the ball in front of them. She is comfortable hitting the ball back to the middle of her belly button and behind her. The spray chart shows that. Look at how much she has that power and her hits to the opposite field. Not just 20 home runs, but a .426 batting average.
Well, that's the name of the game for hitters, right? When you can let that ball travel, you have more time to identify pitches, to pick up the changeup. Makes it much harder on that pitcher in the circle. How about Marchenko? 2-0 pitch. What does she throw?
Yeah.
50-mile-an-hour changeup.
So much
Hitters
confidence.
count. Here, hit that.
That's where you got to pull the trigger, though. I think Brooke Wells, after the changeup, an effective velocity. I mean, that's piped. That is middle, and she took it, but it's because it's following the changeup.
Wow. Sage Marchenko. How about a changeup? Then she goes to the outer half, that effective velocity, and then comes back with the changeup. Marchenko, so many tools. So look at the pitch on the outer half. She gets that high spin rate pitch and then follows it with a 49-mile-an-hour changeup and exactly freezes her.
Back to back. I'll tell you what, those are two different changeups too. This one we just saw the swing and miss to Young. That thing had downward movement. It was about 3 miles an hour less. That's what you think about young pitchers at home. A lot of times working on velocity. It's really about the off speed. All right, our next MLB on ESPN games are Thursday, May 7th, the first in a 4-game series between the Rays and the Alex Cora-less Red Sox at 7 Eastern, and the Cardinals and the Padres at 10. That is the Padres leading the NL West, by the way, BMO. Like everything else, both will be available on the ESPN app.
This SEC tournament is officially underway.
Crushes one. Smash this. Throw the bat. And the drama continues.
Every pitch of the SEC softball tournament coming your way May 5th to the 9th. It has been drama already. And how about this chase? Alabama right up there with Oklahoma, Tennessee. You see them down by Arkansas, of course, Florida, Texas, A&M. But just look at the loss column, how everyone's kind of battling.
That's right.
And that's just the top. You have some fun looking at the bottom and the teams they're going to get into the postseason, RPIs. I mean, it is all going to get determined here in a couple weeks, the SEC tournament. It's never who you expect either. Tennessee starting to swing early in the count, fly out there to left field, more aggressive at bats, but Moten, who we thought might come out last inning, his bullpen was getting going.
Yeah, good job recovering. Gave up that home run, a couple of walks last inning, but was able to pitch out of the jam, a couple of big strikeouts with runners in scoring position.
Play Salem Hawkins. Tell you what, shortstop game has gotten improved as well. Then the SEC, Hawkins made that hop that she took look real easy. Just makes you want to throw more strikes in the circle.
Moulton doing a good job. We talked about how effective and efficient Marjetko has been, but how about Moulton? She's working on her third 1-2-3 inning of the day.
The one mistake to Gabby Leach, and that is the difference of this game. A solo shot, lead off the inning back in the 5th.
Gone.
Emma Clark gets that one down in the zone and just lights up out to the trains in left center field. And that's where we've seen the adjustments against Moten, trying to get underneath that drop ball. Into double digits for Emma Clark. Beautiful chop pitch inside. She knows it right away. Yelling to her offense. Runs are at a premium. 2 solo shots, and now Tennessee up 2-zip via the long ball.
Well, that's a drop ball. The majority of Moulton's drops that have been the swing and miss have been 6 to 7 inches of downward drop. That one just 3 inches of downward drop, and it got hammered out of the park. Sage Marjetko coming up in the top of the 7th, working on the no-no. Marjetko, the junior, has been outstanding. 6 strikeouts, potential no-hitter on the line. Sage Marjeko for the Lady Volunteers has been outstanding in the circle, really working all quadrants of the zone, but it's been the changeup that's been the knee buckler. It's helped her chase the rise ball out of the zone, drop ball underneath the hands. 3 of the 6 strikeouts with that changeup. Marjeko working on the no-no against one of the best offenses in the country.
He put a 12 spot up yesterday against Carlin Pickens, and now Marjeko to come back with this statement. Look at that line, doesn't get any better than that.
Just 79 pitches on the afternoon coming into this top of the 7th. Just the efficiency has been off the charts. She was perfect into the 4th.
Marjeko's never had a no-hitter in her career. The only no-hitter she's had, a 7-inning no-hitter. The only no-hitter she's ever had is a 5-inning no-hitter versus Southern Illinois back on February 22nd.
And I think after yesterday's loss, right now, her biggest focus, I can tell you from being in the circle, your biggest focus is picking up the win. The no-no, that's just a bonus and icing on the cake. And this is a big pitch here at 3-1, lead off.
Four, 5, and 6 for Alabama. Got the senior, Marley Giles. Struck out on the rise ball in the 4th. Hit one to the wall in the 2nd inning. Just as good as Alabama has been offensively. The last time they were no-hit, April 20th, 2004 versus Auburn.
In running at first base, number 2, Aaron Gray.
That is
Now batting,
22
number 21,
years.
Anna Roman.
Pinch runner. Griggs at first base.
And that drop ball starting to miss at the lower half of the zone. That is a great play by Maddie Rutan to go get that. That is a huge first out of the inning, retiring Anna Roman, who had a big home run last night.
Well, I know you talked us through what the pitchers think. I'll tell you what the defense is thinking. They are very aware of the no-no. And yes, they want the W, but they want this for their pitcher. The season she is having. And there it goes.
And the no-no broke up. First pitch swinging. Audrey Vandergriff going to take that pitch right back up the middle.
And of course, it would be Vandergriff. Down here in the 6th hole, this is where she moved down, gets a pitch further up in the zone, and again, being aggressive earlier in the count. She jumps all over this.
Jeff, that's just a drop ball. That's just a little bit too high, and Vandergriff capitalizes on it.
Now the go-ahead run is at the plate. How quickly it changes. Coming into the inning with a no-no. Now 2 runners on. Bama 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position today. They were 5 for 11 last night. It's a difference in a day, also a difference in a pitcher.
Now batting, number 36, Ambry Taylor.
Margeco's miss is starting to get a little bit larger, a little bit more outside the zone. And this is when it's important. Take a deep breath, let that defense work behind you.
And now you're battling for the game. I mean, you come into this and yeah, 100%. You've been almost perfect, but this is the go-ahead run at the plate.
Gets her to pop up. Two down. A little bit of strategy from Coach Murphy.
Salem Hawkins due up to the plate. I think probably deciding if they were going to pinch hit for her or not, but deciding to give her the opportunity. Caleb Rowe,
Hawkins
Coach Murphy both going up.
Yeah, you know, and she grounded out to third, struck out on a drop ball in the fifth. That's the pitch. Those are the ones that got to barrel them up.
Margeco knocks it down for the final out. Doesn't get the no-hitter, but she gets the win. And how about the celebration for Tennessee and the response? Going down 12-0 last night, coming back, and because of Sage Margeco and the defense behind her, they get the W.
Yeah, returning the shutout favor that was bestowed upon them last night. Vic Bolton good in the circle for Alabama, but Sage Margeco even better for Tennessee. A shutout of one of the best offenses in the country.
They only had 2 hits last night for the Tennessee Lady Vols and 2 home runs getting it done. Gabby Leach and Emma Clark. And just watch the reacts. I mean, this tells you everything. Sergeant Margeco, her getting fired up.
Big time fired up. The only time Alabama's been shut out all year long.
And you can purchase tickets at allballs.com. Also, fans, if you have a child 12 and younger, head to the
Sage, outstanding effort this afternoon. Take us inside what you were feeling there going into the top of the 7th.
Just knowing that, you know, I had another run to cushion, so not playing too careful and just going out there and trusting my stuff, trusting my defense, and doing whatever it took to bring that game home.
Dollar bills flying all over the place.
Oh, I know.
Your reaction, clearly, you know, you knocked down that last out, that last ball to get the last out after going down 12-0 yesterday. How important was this game and this win?
I mean, obviously we want to win the series, and winning today gives us that ability to. So, and also we talked like this is playoff softball. So, day one doesn't matter. It matters what we do today and then tomorrow.
Sage, your changeup has been outstanding today. How much do you use that as far as setting up your other pitches?
I mean, changeup is the most important pitch in my opinion. Being able to keep the hitters off time and just doing whatever it takes to get those out. So using it, whether it's on that day or not, just making them think about it.
You talk so much about your teammates. Can you explain what is happening? We got the dollar bills, we got the bat. We got what's the explanation?
Well, I mean, usually this is our home run celebration, but so the dollar bills, we throw them whenever someone hits a home run, and then we have the pimping bat, and I don't even know what else is on me. But yeah, my teammates are just super fired up, and they know how big this game is and how big this series is against, especially Alabama.
Well, you had 2 massive home runs, Gabby Leach, Emma Clark, to get the offense rolling, especially getting shut out yesterday. Can you kind of talk about their rebound and the mindset coming into today?
Yeah, I mean, we just told each other it's how we respond today, and it's not about what we did yesterday. So just flushing that and then coming out here today and just competing, doing whatever it took to come out here and get a win. I'm just super proud of all of the hitters because, yes, Emma and Gabby, they had the big hits, but it took all of us to be able to put them in the positions to do that.
All right, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank
Congrats
you.
on the win and the dollar bill. I mean, you're rich. Go to dinner. Have an awesome night.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Tennessee wins this one 2-0. 2 solo home runs and a huge night for Sage Marjeko. Coming up, got Clemson and Duke coming at you. Thank you for tonight.